But talking about value, we were talking about this before. It seems like the most common misconception we hear from the events community is that pre-printing is the cheapest option when budgets are tight. But I think that's probably because a lot of event planners don't value their time or their team's time as a line item, as the same thing as a line item on their event budget, and it's not part of the cost.
It's one of those things that also used to infuriate me back in the AV and production days. Like, people would just look at the bottom line number on the invoice, but they wouldn't take into account all of this other stuff. So pre-printing looks cheap when you're just looking at the invoice, but it doesn't take into account all kinds of invisible costs. There's the list management itself, right? There's the shipping of the badges from the printer to where you're going. There's reprints for misspellings. There's batch 1, there's batch 2. They got to be uploaded. They got to be sorted. There's title, somebody's title changes, and now you got to go back and get them into the next print round. And then you're probably still going to need a separate on-demand printer for anybody that just happens to walk in. So now you're still bringing stuff on site. And then there's the 200 badges that you just throw in the trash from the people that didn't show up. So that's a waste. So, we're always talking about sustainability in our industry, and now you're just throwing away all the badges of the people that didn't show up. So none of that shows up in that per badge quote. And the budget case for pre-printing it really only works if you ignore all of those hidden costs.